All right, hold on. Let's see. Got to turn impact down, turn this on, hit this button.
Everyone, would you please welcome to the Putting You Over podcast, wrestling out of Ontario, Canada, the Battle Arts Academy Light Heavyweight Champion, Sexy.
Whoa. Well,
Wow,
that's.
what an intro.
Can you hear that static?
Static? No, I heard the intro.
You heard the intro. You can't. Something is not right. Oh, there. No, we're fine. Don't touch anything.
Okay.
We're good. Could just be these wonky headphones. You did hear the intro. That's from Ryan Romano on Twitter. He's called the True CB. He is he sends us those. All I have to do is tell him who we're gonna have on the show, and he cuts them. So he's looking for a, I
Not
think
bad.
he wants to be an announcer. Yeah,
Got the hookup.
he does. Yeah, sure do. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing excellent. How are you doing?
I'm doing much better than I have been. I had to cancel Tuesday's show because I hurt my back rearranging my daughter's room for her birthday. She got a new bed. So I hurt my back. I had to cancel Tuesday's show. I was out of commission Wednesday, but I'm feeling good today. So.
Oh man. Oh, I feel you. I just got out of the hospital yesterday. So.
Oh, what happened?
Workplace injury.
No, man. But you're all right. So that's good.
Oh yeah, it's all right. Just a few stitches here and there, and no worries.
No problem at all. Battle Arts Light Heavyweight Championship. You're still that champion, correct?
I am still, yes.
Okay, because
Yes.
it was challenging to. I like to go back. It was challenging to do notes on you, and oh no, here's the backstory. You were suggested by one of my longtime followers and viewers of this show, which is
Okay.
how it evolved, and we got in contact recently. His name's Matt. I think that's his real name. I don't know.
Yep.
And he suggested you because we put out a tweet because we only talk to champions. That's it.
Okay.
And
It's a good list.
it is a good list. And so he suggested you. Vanessa booked you. Vanessa can't be with us tonight because she is at her parents or in-laws, one or the other. But the internet is wonky there, so she ducked out. But yeah, so you're on. So big shout out to Kappa Matt, Normal Matt, XM Jericho, longtime friend of the radio program. And you are the champ. You are still the Battle Arts champion.
Yeah, as of October of 2019, I am still light heavyweight champion.
Now, from what I've learned, you may be the last champion.
It's possible. I don't know personally. They don't really tell us a whole lot.
Right.
We're about as in the knowledge as our WWE's talent is from their own bosses, right? So we kind of just figure it out once we get word of it. So
you're gonna get a text that says, "Well,
yeah." By the way, you're not champ anymore.
All right, let's all right, let's say you get a text while we're live on the show says, Battle Arts, I don't know, sold to whatever, Mountain Dew or whatever. It's done.
Sure.
You're the final the final light heavyweight champion. You got to mail that belt back or can you keep it?
Well, actually, they have the upper hand on me. I don't have the belt with me right now.
Shame on them.
Yeah, they wanted the belt back, so when they, were reorganizing things, they have like all their shelving done, and like, oh, we got to take a nice picture for the gram, so it's not here right now.
Battle Arts, Santino Morella's school.
Yeah.
We've had. See, this is where Vanessa would be perfect because we've had some other Battle Arts students, I guess is the right word, on the show, and I can't recall them. That's why Vanessa's here, and so I'm left out. But so how long have you been there?
I started training about 2017, around WrestleMania season. Yeah.
And I've heard a lot of good things from that school. A lot of good things from the people that attend there. What is the biggest thing that resonates the most with you from Battle Arts?
I would say learning under Santino, he really teaches a lot on, because he's been there, he knows what they look for.
Yeah.
So he really emphasizes home on like such little things, like when you're getting shouldered into the corner. You're like, you don't just rest your hands on the buckle, like hold what hurts, like tiny minuscule things that you wouldn't 100% notice as a fan, but then like everyone else would notice in the business, right? So small things like that.
Yeah. We I have come to learn. I've just developed a new love for independent wrestling since this whole lockdown started. And I have learned like Santino's school and Booker T's school down there in Texas, because of who they are great schools to go to, because they know what the other promotions are looking for. They know they've been in the spotlight on the big stage, and that knowledge and experience is just priceless. So
Yeah. Now they're a hotbed.
Yeah.
I think Booker T school, like so many of his students are getting tryout matches at AEW.
Yeah.
WWE's got Ember Moon from there, so
Yep.
Booker T school has become like a real hotbed for talent. So
And I want to touch on Canadian wrestling, because we have a ton of Canadian wrestlers on here for a couple.
you wouldn't know after last year.
Exactly. Because Vanessa is in Ontario, and she knows the whole scene up there. I don't. And because of the lockdown and I learned when I started this that the border situation for independent talent out of Canada coming into the US to do shows is challenging and tough.
It's nearly impossible. You
Right.
pretty much have to have like a visa already sent to you, and like they probably check you like 4 times. I don't know. I wasn't someone that got to go, but
Yeah.
I'd imagine it's near impossible.
Yeah. But I mean, since then we've had a lot of talent on. I've fallen in love with, well, I've talked to some students from Battle Arts. I've fallen in love with Smash Wrestling, Alpha One, Crossbody.
Yep.
I know I'm leaving some out, but for sure. What are, for a non-Canadian, I guess is the way I want to ask this. If you were going to introduce somebody to Canadian wrestling, what are the top 3 promotions you would suggest they watch?
So I would definitely say you already mentioned 2 of them. I would
Okay.
say probably Alpha One and Smash, and then the other one would probably be Destiny Wrestling. That's probably one of the other bigger ones, just because Iceman gets a whole lot of talent from all over the place. Like he's brought in like Pete Dunne and Trent Seven, like all those UK big guys. He's brought them in. He's had Rey Mysterio and Ricochet before they got re-signed. So like he's got his hand in the pot pretty well.
Yeah, Iceman. I think he's doing stuff with Impact right now, right?
Yes, he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what type of his role is,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I know they called him last minute. He did like an announcing gig for a show in Nashville, but I know they look to him whenever they're in Canada.
Yeah. I think I don't know what he's doing. Something, it's on the show before Impact. It's like it's almost like a reporter type thing.
Yeah.
Kappa Matt says Destiny wrestling shows are so good. So yeah, so that leads me to your goals. You've had a lot of goals when you decided to venture into this wrestling world. Let me run them down for you, and correct me if I'm wrong. One of them was to get paid for a match.
Yep.
Head to the States.
Mm-hmm.
Become light heavyweight champion.
Mm-hmm.
Work a Destiny show. And be the last light heavyweight champion. So you've accomplished
4 of those 5.
4
things.
of those 5. And I guess the 5th is not really in your control, really, per se.
No, I was like this close. Destiny had a show in September when restrictions were starting to ease up a little.
Yeah.
Battle Arts had a 2-night show, WrestleMania style, and we went on Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
Destiny had a show the Sunday just before earlier. I was set to be on that show, but injuries and whatnot set happened. So my match got canceled, and then they turned another match into a 4-way. So I got screwed out of that one. But
it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you're making your goals. You're reaching them. And
Yep.
what how do you stay active and relevant during this lockdown? Because from what I hear, from what Vanessa passes on to me, the lockdown in Canada sucks.
Mm-hmm.
So
It very much does. So I can only post so many shirtless workout pics at home. There's only so many of those I can post before they get old. I am.
It's part of the gimmick, though. It's part of the
That's
gimmick.
right. It is. Have yet to start an OnlyFans account. Not there yet.
Hey, hey, it's no shame in that.
No, not at all. And this may come off a little sexist, but I'm not female, so there's like accounts set for
Yeah.
good-looking women wrestlers, and there's not that bias for men. So
Yeah.
I'd be a little bit better off, I think, if there was that ability.
Yeah. What have you been doing? When it first started, when the world first shut down. What other thing? Like besides, like, what do you do? Do you have any hidden talents? Did you learn any new skills?
Hidden talent. I pretty much just like kind of stuck my nose to the grindstone. I stayed at home when I could, and like did whatever workouts I could, and then got called back to work, so I would go to work and do my thing, and then just try and do my part, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, get my vaccination when I can, and I don't know, just make myself not a complete nuisance to society. So there really isn't that much to do.
Too many of those nuisances.
Yeah.
I want to touch on. I want to talk about, and I'm going to apologize for this because normally I'll throw on a ton of matches, my guests, and I'll watch them all day. But I have 3 daughters, so things got a little crazy today. So before I touch on your style and stuff, you wrestled at a kid's party.
Yeah.
Now, this intrigued me because my oldest daughter just had a birthday. And I was like, okay, let's say I want to have a wrestling match for my party. How does a wrestler, what is the mindset like? What'd you get? You got like what, 6 to 10 minutes maybe?
Yeah, give or take. Yeah.
And it
Just
was,
something quick and easy for the kids.
how old are these kids?
Between the ages of 3 to 10, I want to say.
Wow. 3.
Yeah.
Woo. And just give them an exciting time. I couldn't even imagine. Yeah.
Yeah, give them what you can, and don't bother getting your shit in because they don't care about your shit. Give them an RKO or a stunner or something.
Yeah.
They don't give a damn about your stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, come out, do some sweet chin music, a rock bottom.
Exactly.
They'll love it.
Yep.
They'll love
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Well, actually, at this day and age, they probably some might know the Rock and stuff. But yeah,
They're probably used to Canadian destroyers now.
yeah. Seen enough of them. Only Petey Williams can do Canadian destroyers.
I agree.
So Captain Matt says attractive Stan Smith because sexy isn't in the vocabulary yet. I don't know what that means, but
We need some help on that one.
I don't know either. But speaking of sexy Stan Smith, because I was listening to a past podcast you were on. Apologies to the podcast. I can't give you a plug because I don't remember it. But
No free ads.
but at the time, you had, I think you may have just gotten this moniker of sexy Stan Smith, and you didn't really have a choice on it, I guess is what I took out of it.
Yeah, pretty accurate.
How are you dealing with that now? Have you embraced your sexy side?
Now I'd say yeah. I think I've learned to embrace it more and more. Still certain things I'm like not comfortable with. Like my ring announcer forever ago would tell me, I want you to convince me that you are in love and sexually attracted to your wrestling belt. Like I want you to convince me that you would be willing to make love to that belt.
Oh
in front
my
of
god,
everybody.
that's
I'm like,
that's
that might
awkward.
be a bit much.
That's
That
awkward.
might be a bit much. But just learning to come to grips with it and like, oh, just have fun. Like I don't have to be this forever and expand who I am, right? So this is fun.
Yeah. Oh, we got a correction. So Kappa Matt says, for the kids show, it wouldn't have been sexy Stan Smith. It would have been attractive Stan Smith.
Yeah, it'd be like good looking Gary something.
handsome Gary Jones.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
sexy was not allowed for.
I'm gonna see if I can get my kids have a wrestling party. That would be
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, we had you can just at least up in Battle Arts, you just can just book out the building pretty much for like a Saturday, and at the end of it, we'll put on like 2-3 match show and send the
Nice.
kids home happy.
There you go. That's what
Yeah.
Vanessa should do with her kids. Do that. When did you? How do I say this? Was wrestling on in your home as a kid? When did you fall in
It
love with
was,
it?
yeah. My earliest memory, I'm 25 years old, so I was born in 95. My earliest memory was Undertaker hanging Austin on the cross on
Okay.
Raw.
Yep.
That's like the earliest I can remember.
That was the Stephanie
Uh,
McMahon angle, I believe.
Yeah, yeah. It was me, Austin, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I don't remember much, and then taking a break because you're a boy trying to figure out
Oh, of
what
course.
you're doing in life. So I take a break, and then I come back on, and then it's like ruthless aggression. I'm watching Ray and Kurt doing like amazing things. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so let's jump to your style now.
Mhm.
How would you describe? So, pitch yourself. How would you describe your in-ring style? Who does it resemble? Who's it influenced by? Stuff like that.
I try to keep my style resemblance to like the character I'm portraying for an audience member that doesn't know me for the first time.
Okay.
I want to keep it simple. Like I'll do a hip swivel like Rick Rude. I'll like kind of like
Yeah.
keep my my dancing face shtick kind of like Shawn Michaels esque. But then I'll keep my style and like my actual like wrestling ethic. Very like oh, it's different. It's not like those guys. I keep it almost like a Japanese style, very like tough and like working the holds,
Okay.
and then building to like a high crescendo of moves using like Owen Hart style offense, like Calgary Stampede type
All right.
Owen Hart offense. Yeah.
Gives me a good grasp. You wrestled somebody that we had on this show, Sway Archer. Phenomenal individual.
Yep. Stand up guy.
He was great on here. What resonates you? Did you take away anything from that match? Anything stick in your mind?
He hits really hard when he wants to. That's
Yeah.
for sure. He caught me real good with a knee. But we worked each other twice the whole weekend.
Okay.
We worked at Battle Arts. We worked at another show called Junction City Wrestling. We worked there for both the whole weekend. And I think whenever we wrestle each other, we just get better each time.
Yeah.
I think we just bring it out of each other. Sway's excellent. Honestly, he's got a very creative mind for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, speaks well. Very, very intelligent fellow. Oh, so
Yeah.
Battle Art. So I was looking. So I was trying to make sure. I was trying to make sure you were still the champ. So I went to the Battle Arts Academy website, and a lot of schools have the website. They have like their roster and all that fun stuff. This is like a school. This is like school. This is like
Yeah.
hardcore shit. And the schedule's on there. I looked at that schedule and I got tired looking at it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, no, it's like a gym facility type
Yeah.
website.
that's what I took away. You guys do a bunch of different things. The whole thing's laid right out,
Yep.
front and center.
Pretty much any combat sport, we can teach it. Like
Yeah.
that's the best way I can describe it.
Yeah. No, that's a perfect analogy.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. I don't have a good transition out of that. I just wanted to say,
It's just busy.
yeah, it looks like
So busy.
top notch. So okay. So Santino. So what's the deal? So they're trying to sell?
I believe so. Santino wanted to find his forever home,
Okay.
way up north in Ontario.
Must be a farmer,
I believe-
probably.
Yeah, he's got like probably a ton of land right now. I know he's got like a garage building for his own little gym workout studio. So I think he wanted not necessarily to sell, but to have like investors to kind of like split it.
Mm-hmm.
So we have these two guys from Hamilton Wrestling, and I think they're kind of easing in and like bringing some of their guys in. So I think we're probably gonna be incorporating their guys with our guys and like bringing belts in and just making like a whole big promotion, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
I'm butchering that pretty hard. So.
No, I gotcha. Trying to merge some people,
Yeah.
keep some people happy.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I'm sure it'll all turn out well. I'm sure Santino will be up on a farm doing whatever he does up there.
Get to wrestle new people. I think that's what I'm looking forward to the most. So
Yep. And something else I've taken away talking to a lot of independent wrestlers is like you can learn and you can fine tune everything you need to at a school, training, but until you're in the ring, out there, hopefully in front of people, that's where you learn the best. That's where the chemistry grows and confidence grows and all that
yeah,
stuff.
no, that's 100% right. You can learn all the moves you want to learn in class, but you don't know if it actually works until you use it in front of an audience.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much as simple as it gets. You don't know unless you're out there doing it.
Yeah, for sure. Where a lot of releases in the WWE today. A lot of people, or not today, a couple days ago. A lot of people. Yep. I've listened. So I hurt my back, so I was listening to a ton of wrestling. And everything I keep hearing was like, "That's their dream spot. It's their dream spot. It's their dream spot." And I started to think. I talked to Tony Deppen on here. Tony Deppen told me he never wants to go to WWE. That's not his dream. And we had a lengthy conversation about it. Is it everybody's dream to go to the WWE, or has that time passed? And like for you, for example, if I say, where do you see yourself going, or where would you like to go? Where would you like to be picked up, or where do you see yourself fitting best? Is the WWE the end point, or are we past that?
I think for a lot of people, it's still probably the end goal, just because it's as much as AEW is building, it's still like WWE is still the mecca.
Right.
Like that's still the top, right?
Right.
But for a lot of people, like their styles don't mesh with WWE's, and they want to go to Japan because they like that more hardcore wrestling style. Yep. They want to go to AEW because they like the flashier stuff and the characters. It's just it all varies on the person. I want to see myself in the WWE. I just grew up that way as a kid, and it's just I feel like I'd know if I truly made it as a wrestler if I made it there. If that makes the most sense.
Yeah. I mean, it's you.
Before all that, I just want to make sure if I can at least pay my bills. If I can't make the WWE, if I can pay my bills with wrestling, then that's a good secondary place. So
for sure. Kappa Matt says that Sexy Stan will be in NXT within 3 years.
Oof, bold.
That is not only bold, but personally, I like that he just said he wants that's the end goal, WWE. And then Kappa Matt says he'll be in NXT. I mean, it's the same thing. NXT is WWE, but
it is.
It's a bold statement. But hey, I believe in you. I believe in Kappa Matt's scouting ability for sure. Mm-hmm. He sent me some video.
I believe in myself. I think 3 years might be a little too soon. Just because maybe I got to shake some ring rust off, and I don't believe I can just pick up right where I left off. I don't think anyone's going to be able to just do that right away.
Right.
So just get my feet back underneath me, get back to the grindstone, get on Destiny, work some more state shows, maybe go overseas, kind of like slowly build my name up. I'm not looking to go to WWE tomorrow.
Right.
If the opportunity was there, sure. Yeah, I'd take it. Obviously, they'll pay me. But right. I have goals I want to accomplish still.
You got anything coming up? I know that like things are locked down up there, right? Where are you exactly? Are you in Ontario?
I'm in Ontario.
Okay.
Yeah. Things are starting to slowly open up. I think Battle Arts is looking about mid-July, so they can start reopening. I know at the beginning of July they can have outdoor classes, and a couple weeks later we can have indoor classes. Hopefully, then we can start having some actual wrestling courses and some shows. Probably the month after. So I'm hoping by August we should be set and ready to be up and running again.
Awesome. So you don't. So if I say where, like, what do you got coming up? Like I always tread lightly sometimes because you don't have anything coming up.
No, honestly, it's just I'm waiting for the DM and Instagram. I'm waiting for the phone call. I'm waiting for a text. Like
ready to go.
Yeah, I know I've made some pretty good headway with some little promotions here and there. Yeah. So whenever they're open and they need a body, I am that person. So
you are there to go. All right, I'm gonna ask you a triple. I've asked this before. I haven't asked it in a while. I'm gonna put you in a triple threat match. It's gonna be you, a wrestler from today's product, and a wrestler from the past. So who's that gonna be?
Wrestler from the past. I feel it's got to be Shawn Michaels.
Okay.
I don't know if I really have to explain myself. Shawn Michaels, in my opinion, I believe he is like the best performer. I think he can tell probably a better story than nearly anyone else. I know there's people you can argue naturally, like Kurt Angle and Bret Hart and Ric Flair and those guys. But I think as far as like star power and charisma and selling you on a match, I think Shawn Michaels is your go-to.
Okay.
As far as modern product, I'm kind of split. I really love what Will Ospreay is doing right now.
Yep.
And I just think he's just totally adapted and changed his game once he's become a heavyweight. And I think he's just done a phenomenal job. Speaking of phenomenal, that would be my other pick is AJ Styles.
AJ.
I think that guy ages like wine. Like,
yeah, he does.
he's insane. He's like Rob Van Dam. He guy never ages. So
no. Yeah. No, those are some good picks right there. Phenomenal picks.
Phenomenal, exactly.
Awesome stuff. Well, Sexy Stan. By the way, I enjoy that moniker. I think I hope it sticks because I think maybe you can make it. You can sell it.
Yeah,
Sexy
Triple S. I got a
Triple S. Yeah, there you go.
Triple H is out the door.
Yeah, Triple H.
Stuck behind the desk.
Oh man, that is. I didn't even think of that. Triple S. There you go. You have merch with that already? You should if you don't.
Not yet. It's coming. It's
coming. Triple S for sure.
It's coming.
At the end of every show, I've been posting your links in the chat, but at the end of every show, I give the mic to the guest, and you can put yourself over. You can put anyone else over. You can bury anybody. You can say literally anything you want. I will not interrupt. The floor is yours.
Oh, dangerous. It's
Very
dangerous time to give to someone.
It's backfired a couple times.
I bet. I just want to let everyone know that I am Sexy Stan Smith. I will still be the longest reigning light heavyweight champion. We had one show last year during the pandemic time, and I was the only one to keep their title. I think that says something about our product. I think that says something about me as a champion and as a wrestler. And I think that says something about who's hungrier and who's beneath me, because no one at the end of the day is hungrier than I am. I'm going to make it to the top faster than anyone else. I'm going to become a champion in WWE. I'm going to be a champion elsewhere. I will make it to wherever I need to go. Just rest assured, my name will be on the bright lights and the shining stars. I will be on your TV screens. I will be on your favorite podcasters. I will be back here on Put You Over. We're putting you over.
Perfect. Phenomenal. Triple S. Triple S retires Triple H.
That's right.
Awesome. Well, Sexy Stan, you've been a pleasure to have on. Doors open. We have taken our forbidden door and we got rid of it a long time ago. You can come back anytime you want.
Nothing.
Definitely come back when Vanessa can be fully on board, because I know she'll probably have a ton of more questions, especially since she's up there in Ontario herself. But yeah, you've been a pleasure to have on, man. You can come back anytime.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me, man.
Yeah. Have a great night. Feel better too.
You too. Take care.
Yep. Bye. Awesome.